I'm Kani Begum, and I teach in the English department. I'm an associate professor. More recently, I taught a course called Deconstructing Islamophobia and looking at literature that addresses social problems, world issues, global issues.
We learn all from each other. So she is kind of the facilitator of the whole discussion. It's also interesting for me, coming from the Middle East, taking a class, for instance, about deconstructing Islamophobia here in the US, to hear from American students who are coming from different cultural backgrounds.
We have people coming from various walks of life, various countries, various nations, all sorts of backgrounds, and so being able to actually get that dialogue going allows us to see other perspectives that we wouldn't have otherwise been exposed to.
I started doing things with service learning. I'd taken a service learning workshop for a couple of years. What they did with Not in Our Town is they worked with them to help put together a bunch of workshops and panels during the Build a Better BG week, and presented those to both on campus as well as some off campus. They involved the local pastor of the Presbyterian Church, presented panels there and spread information out to the community. So we had a lot of community members who attended.
Knowing that if there are things that we can do, whether that's a service project or getting other people involved or even just talking about it, I think is kind of important for me personally.
You know, for our service learning, I'm learning a lot about laws that are going on in the US right now, but then also I think it's just pushing you to think about things beyond the culture we've been brought up in.
By actually working in conferences, whether it's the one that we actually put on, going to other conferences, doing these community panels, see how service learning works in the classroom, these are all things I'd like to take forward into a further career in academia.
It helps you come, I think, with it develop a lot of organizational skills, because in each of her classes we have to come up with an idea, like an activity, a service learning activity that we have to do either on campus or in town. If they want to go beyond that, if they want to widen their research, they can do that through their learning activities.
So there's a sort of a political and social community-based impact that I hope my students will get. It was very gratifying to me to see that at the end of the course they were still willing to do the same kind of interactive work with the community in spreading the word. A lot of it has to do with how your students are going to respond, and you're never going to know that till you try it. So that allows them to then, gain some confidence that it's okay to make a mistake if you can find a way to solve it. Taking the risk on doing new ways of teaching, if you don't do it, you're never going to know if it's going to work or not. So you've got to try it. I think that's all I can say is to new teachers, be willing to take the risk.